Hello and welcome to ChunkBuild, guys. I hope you're alright. Today it's a new theme. And the theme is Rome. Ancient Rome, guys. Ancient Rome. And we're gonna start with one of the main buildings, one of the most important buildings in ancient Rome. The bathhouse. The public baths. And this is a fairly pompous building, you might say. It's got quartz pillars and all sorts. But you can see this is a building that is subdued or is in contact with a fair amount of water, because the shiny polish is starting to wear off in places, leaving way to some diorite. Other than that, the materials are normal quartz and white concrete powder. Now the building is slightly overgrown with vines. I have tried my best here to stop them with the help of spider's thread, and in point of fact, see now that some of this is going outside of the 16 by 16 area. So obviously, if you want to stop them properly, you're gonna have to do that. The roof, well, the roof I had some problems with. I tried various materials, but I found that what works best for Roman buildings probably is the jungle wood. Nether brick is too dark, and there isn't. And the normal brick is just screams out in your face. So. There isn't too many more options when it comes to stairs and slabs, so jungle wood had to be. Now Roman roofs tended to be red in color, so this does go well, although the wood texture, yeah, it's a bit out of place. It's gonna have to do though. So let's have a look at the outside of the building. Now the outside consists of these two little towers. And then we have the main bath building here, going all the way around. And then at this end we have sort of an additional building. And that building has the entrance, and it's flanked by columns, which looks really nice. And when you come in here, it's nice and green, even though it's very white. And it gives that clean white feel that they would have striven for, that they would have gone for when it comes to baths. Immediately when you come in, you could have put your outdoor clothes off in the hallway here, and then you come into the changing rooms, and they would have been public changing rooms, so everybody just got changed and then they got in the bath. When I changed, by the way, the Romans bathed naked. So that's what they would have done. When you come into the bath, you are immediately met by the main piece, which is this lovely pool. We have a combination of the light blue and the light grey terracotta, glazed terracotta, as a pattern. You can obviously go for whatever pattern takes your fancy. The greenery does continue in here though, and the bath is flanked by these really cool pompous pillars. There's also some windows to let in some light from the side as well as from the roof, which is open. And that's what it would have looked like in most baths. If you don't fancy bathing outside, you have the option to go into one of two, in this case, pools. Now this one here is right next to the water cistern, which is behind here. And so this one would have had hot water. This one would have been drained water from that bath into this and would have been colder. Now, if this was a proper Roman bath, there also would have been a third pool or a fourth pool with very cold water in it. And this would have been the medium warmth water. But for space reasons, we can only have 3 pools in here. There's also some benches over here. You can sit down and have a look over the people bathing and have a good chat. Oh, by the way, one thing I meant to point out here is the height difference, right? The idea is that the water comes from here, runs into here, and then via just pipes and natural physical laws, it gets pumped into the air. So via gravity, basically. You can also go upstairs. Over here you have a nice view over the bath. Same over on the other side. But from here also there are several exits. They lead to different types of rooms. This first one here would have been a preparation room for the massage people. And the two next ones, this one is supposed to be a massage room, so you lay down here and a masseuse or a massage dude comes along and helps you out. And the second one here is a sitting room, although due to limitations, the decoration is very similar to the massage room. Due to limitations in Minecraft, I should say. But they would have had sitting rooms where you can sit and relax and have a chat. In here is finally is a maintenance area where you can take care of the water cistern that is down here. And now the cistern actually would have had two sections to it, one with the water straight from the aqueduct, so that would have come in here, and one where the water was sitting under a big fire. But again, due to space reasons, that was impossible to do. Now this door would have led out to the actual aqueduct, so you could go out here and you know, check that everything was all right with the water inflow. And that's about it. That's the whole build explained. Let's have a little look at it again. What I really like about this build is the simplicity of the Roman architecture combined, and the very simple methods they use to make it look pompous, right? Just these pillars here. Without them, this build would have been completely dull, right? But with them, all of a sudden, it looks really interesting. And obviously that goes for the entrance as well. It's just a normal entrance, but just some pillars and a little overhang, and you're rolling. The other thing I like is this space here. This feels like a lovely little bath for a small town or something like that, and they have put their effort in on making the actual pool nice, and maybe skimped a bit on the outside. And yeah, that's that. I like the pillars, the columns leading up, and I like that you can overview this pool from many different sort of locations here. I'm a sucker for this water science as well. I would have loved for there to be actual water flow through here, but for space reasons it's just not possible. I would have liked to take that block out and have the water from the cistern flow into here, and then maybe take that block out and have that flow into here. But it would just wreak havoc, and it would turn all the concrete powder into proper concrete, and we don't want to do that here. You can see, of course, that I think that might have happened already here. Yeah. But in this line here, it doesn't matter so much. It looks like it's part of the pool tiling, I would say. So, yeah. I hope you like this new theme, guys. If you do, please remember to leave a like and a comment. It is much appreciated, guys, and it helps me out a lot. Also, if you want to see more chunk builds, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do publish these fairly frequently, but at infrequent intervals, so I can't really say when the next one is going to come out, because it's very dependent on my inspiration. So for instance, with this Roman bath here, or the Roman theme, I had a completely different theme in mind when I started out, but unfortunately those three buildings didn't quite measure up to my standards, so I'm gonna have to continue working on them. And in the meantime, I'd had this idea for the Roman theme for quite a while, and it turned out this was a lot easier for me to build at this particular moment in time. So that's why we have this theme now rather than later. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!